Hello, everybody. My name's Anthony, and from Heal, Lead, and Teach. And I wanted to talk a little bit about men's incontinence issues. And, like if you go to my site here, healleadteach.com, and you click on the either the incontinence, I think it's the incontinence button, and that one will take you right into Amazon. And there are some really good deals in there. I know for some of us that are using the guards, and those are just the little narrow little pads. Like I said, somebody was calling me, asking me about those. And so what I think on those is that it's important that you measure, your underwear, like how much you want to cover, the width, the length. It's usually like larger up at the top. It's like this like funnel looking thing. But you want to measure because a lot of these things have measurements on them today. And so if you're big or you're small, it does make a difference. And all of the manufacturers have different specifications on there. Some of them have a little fold on the side so if you're incontinent and the urine is running out, it will catch it, so it won't go if you're more active. But I was just looking on there right now, and there are some really good deals on those guards, the Depends guards for men. I saw 168 of those pads for like $44.76. That's a really good deal. That I mean, that's like, I don't know, 26 cents a piece or something. I was looking at and then there's another one, but then if you look at some other ones, there's like 52 pads for $44. So you got to really look at the prices, the quantity, and what it is that you're looking at if you want to get a good deal. I mean, and some of the Amazon basic stuff is very well made, and it's just the same price. Or it's a little cheaper than like the brand. But this is the first time I'm seeing the Depends on there that are that low in price. So that is a good deal. And so I would check those out because I don't think you'll find those any cheaper anywhere. The other thing is if you look on at the top of my website there along the top, on the drop down, it says product. And if you scroll down into that section, there are some things, men's VED pumps. There's also a couple of massagers in there, one by Sharper Image, and I've never seen one like this. It's got a heater on the end, so it heats and it's cold. It does cryo and hyperthermia or hydrotherapy. I forget what you call that, the heat one, but it's the heat. It does heat and cold therapy on the end of the. So I thought that was really cool. I never saw anything like that on a massager before, and it looked fairly, rugged. It's not a cheap and inexpensive one. It's $157, but you do get what you pay for. And there's another massager in there, which I've had some of these different massagers myself. Actually, I have one laying on the floor here that I use. And this one the company is called Linchet. But one of the ones that I also saw in there, it's very similar to this, and it's like $49. It's by Tolco or something like that. It's about $49, and it comes with like 12 or 15 attachments. So I did put that on the website. If you look in that, you'll see it under the squares of information. Because, as far as the reason why I'm suggesting a few of these products is because, for men that are having issues with either incontinence or erectile dysfunction, is that there's not enough blood after surgery, whether it's surgery or radiation, there's not enough blood. And so part of the reason that we need to get more blood to that area is we use the vacuum erection device, and that pulls the blood toward the penis and the head of the penis to create the erection, right? So we want that blood there. But it's not just important for that, it's important the exercises that you do with that, because you like pump up for maybe like a minute, and it's like you're doing a Kegel when you have it on. I don't know that if doctors are explaining some of these things to people, because I hear a lot of things that people don't know about it. And so that's why I am doing this, is to get some education out there on this, and for people to realize that there's a lot more to this than just giving somebody a pump and, you know, selling it for $300 or $400 and, you know, see you later and not give you any instruction. So that's kind of what I am working on doing, and we'll do some more classes with that. But the other thing is that I have another square on my site there where I do show, there's an emblem, and it's Total Man, it's called. And I believe the gentleman's name is Mike. He's from Australia. And this guy is excellent he's got some great videos on there about doing enhancement and enlargement, if you're interested in that. And you have to go into his site, but I'm connected to him. So if you go on the site, he's got some great videos on the exercises and the things that you can do. I really can't show it on here unless I'm going to do a private channel, and I haven't gotten to that yet, but I may get to that because I feel like it's really important that people are learning this, the men that really need to know this, because it's going to help their life and the quality of their life. So, but click on Total Man. If you see it, the emblem on if you go into the product, click on Total Man. When you get into his site, look for the video section. You have to put your email in it. Put your email in it, and it's totally free. And he's got about 35, 40 videos on there that are the most educational videos I have ever seen on somebody that's working on enlargement and expansion with the penis in a way that it's like, because if you don't do this correctly, you're going to break the skin, because you know what you are doing is you're expanding the skin, vasoconstricting, but it's expanding the skin. So you're expanding and contracting, and you're doing a lot of that. And while you're doing that, the skin's stretching, so you're getting micro tear. So what's really important is to get that you're well lubed up with either an oil. One of the things I use, actually, I have, it's on the site also. It's called kukui nut oil, and you'll see that on there. This is from Hawaii. This is one of the best oils I found, but if you're allergic to nuts, then don't use that one. But there's another one called coconut oil or whatever. Anyway, and they have a tropical Alba botanical blend of this kukui nut also. And this is also very good. So these are some of the best emollient for your skin and to keep your skin soft and pliable, especially when it's dry. You know, here in Las Vegas, it's very dry now. So you want to make sure that your skin is well hydrated, and especially if you're going to be doing all this this work. So that's my video on male enhancement. I do have some also some things on there about non-prescription erectile support, and that's the one is for L-sertraline, and that is I believe that's amino acid. I think I take about 750 of that one a day, or 800. The recommended dose is like 2, I think, but I don't take a lot of things. If I take too much, I'm sensitive with all that type of thing. But it does work. It's like so it creates the nitric oxide push in you, which actually will help, which is better than taking Viagra with all the side effects. Okay, that's one. The other one is, and remember here, I'm not a doctor. I'm a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing. I'm suggesting, as a peer support person who's taken this stuff, it works, and you know they would rather push pills on you, which are expensive, and insurance doesn't want to pay for a lot of this anymore. They used to actually pay for the pumps, from what I understand, but now they don't. So I would suggest you can try that. I've been taking it for years and it works. The other thing that I've learned about is it's another herb called fenugreek. And I believe it's from India, Asia. And it kind of smells like maple syrup from the bottle, but it's in capsule form. And so what this does is, actually, I read about it and I did some research on it. And in the research, it said that that's what they used to take in the Roman times when they were going to have a big orgy. That's what they would take, the fenugreek, to support their activity. And so that it also helps with stamina for your erection, because it's also going to raise testosterone a little bit. But, like, I know there's controversy over taking testosterone. They don't want to give it to you if you've had cancer, which is understandable. But then on the other hand, they're now saying you can take it if you've been clear for 2 years or 3 years or something. The fact is, they really don't know. They really don't know because, we're all in this, we're going through, every 3 months of getting blood tests. You never can, not do the test. You got to keep testing to check your PSA. I did read somewhere, and if you look on the site, I think it was Johns Hopkins or NIH has a new urine test to check prostate cancer. They're checking the cells for that. So that was another thing I just found out this past week, because I'm always looking at things like that. So I want to do a weekly update on the information of prostate cancer. So I'll be doing more of that. Probably putting up a video, and I'm starting to do a weekly blog post on stuff. So I'm encouraging people to sign up to the blog or on my site to subscribe, because if you subscribe, then you'll just get it. If you just put your email on there, and you'll just get the information that I'm putting out on a weekly basis. And also because eventually I do want to start a couple meetings and have a couple classes. So if you're interested in that, I moderated the Zero Prostate Cancer group for the LGBT group. But as I said, as a nurse, I worked at the VA, so I worked with all kinds of people, and I supported all men with whatever it is they need as far as erectile dysfunction, because it's a big deal, and there's a lot of things to learn. For me, it's been 5 years that I've had this, and I feel like I got a full degree in urology, because I never get this much information from the doctors I've gone to. I can't even get, one of them has died actually, but I can't even get the information from the doctors. And a lot of the primary care doctors are not up to date on this information. And like I said, and it's coming out weekly, so that's kind of what I want to do. And eventually I might do a live stream so that I can get more people on, because I want people to participate because that's how you learn. I learn stuff, I learn new information, and you'll learn new information. So that's what it's about. So I still go to the Zero one sometimes, but I go to other meetings, not just that one. I've gone to ANCAN, I've gone to meetings on the East Coast on Zoom. I do a lot of Zoom meetings that I go to for myself, and I learn. So that's part of what I do with the prostate cancer and the support for the peer support. And also like I said, teaching people about the incontinence issues, how to do Kegels, how to do all of these different things that were really not taught unless they send you to pelvic floor therapists. And a lot of places don't have all of these things available. Like the place I'm here, I was doing pelvic floor stuff from Arizona over like a telehealth type of thing, just giving me direction and, so there's a lot of ways you can learn this information. And then there's the spiritual part of it, which I've been involved with for about 30 years with spiritual healing, the Native American work, Akashic record reading, which is reading the soul of the person, my own and yours, information. So it's a way to get further in. It's a literal way of working with the, it's a spiritual type of counseling, working with your aura and energy. So it's not just talking, it's allowing the energy of yours to come up so that I'm able to foresee some things that might be going on that you are unable to, or that you're dealing with, but subconsciously, but don't know how to deal with it or are not quite sure. So that's my little blurb for today about prostate cancer, incontinence issues, and going in and checking out the Amazon. And thank you for listening. And again, I'm Anthony, and this has been a little broadcast from Heal, Lead, and Teach for men with prostate cancer and or recovering, because I feel like once you've had prostate cancer, you've got it, it's in your body, it doesn't go away. And if it does go away, there's always a chance of it coming back. So, and you need to be doing things on an ongoing basis if you want to get better and keep it in check. So that's my little talk for today. And I'm just going to ring my bells because I think that bells are good for clearing bad energy and adjusting the energy centers in the body so that everything is flowing easier. So I want to say namaste to you. Thank you very much and have a great afternoon and weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.